Oh, you're not going to believe this, Victoria.
Which bit?
You're not going to believe this, Victoria.
Huh?
This is the Victoria you're not going to believe. Good morning,
Hello, you
everyone.
guys.
Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. My name is Mr. 2020.
And I'm Victoria.
Good morning,
Today's
Jake.
episode number 861.
That's right. According to Victoria.
And what's the subject of today's show?
What is the one thing you absolutely must change to make this manifesting thing easy and fun?
That's
Richard,
right.
Andrew, hey buddy. Boom! Richard, Martina, welcome to the show. Oh my God. So somebody look up what is $100 in 1949 worth today.
A dollar is better.
Oh yeah. Well, look up what is a dollar worth.
$1
$1 in 1949 is worth how much today?
Yes.
I want to make sure that my Google agrees with your Google.
Yes.
Right?
Let us know.
All right. So
Go to freeneville.com. Join us in Manifesting Mastery course.com.
That's right.
And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
all right, so Victoria's going to read a quote, we're going to tell a story, and we're going to talk about money. But we really need somebody out there to verify what is $1 in
American
1949
worth today
in today's monies.
in 2019.
All right,
We
I'll make
really
sure
need to know.
I'll make sure I look really deliberately and stuff. And I want you to try to guess what is my outfit about today. Okay, it's going to fit in with the quote, I promise you. So, Victoria,
Yes.
shall you read the quote from this signed first edition of...
Well, shall we show it off first?
Yes.
So look what we got in the mail, or 20 got yesterday.
In the mail. Actually, it came in your name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's from our friend in Lancaster. I don't know if he wants us to say his name or not. But,
Yeah, well, so we
yeah,
won't.
so we'll say our friend.
Did we get it
Lancaster.
yesterday?
Yes, today.
Ta-da!
All right. After
A
you're looking the other
first
way,
edition
first edition, signed
Out of This World
1949.
novel, signed by Neville.
Look at that.
Yep. First
Boom.
edition. That is ace.
How cool is that, guy?
And look at that. The very last chapter happens to be
The
the
quote of
one
the day.
thing that we need to change.
Now, here's what's really cool, guys. So before we do the show, Victoria says 20, and I say yes, Victoria. And we talk about what is the show going to be
yes.
about, and it's going to be about today's email.
Yes, because
Right?
I was asking him actually if we were going to do a second Your Questions Answered live on a Tuesday. We've been playing with that
we've
idea,
been
but
flirting
we
with that idea,
haven't.
but we didn't get
Nothing's
around to it
happened.
today.
Nice coat. Yes, Yasmin.
Thank you, Yasmin
It's
Maxwell.
a beautiful
who gave
coat.
it to me.
Yes.
Right, so we got a book and a coat.
Yes.
Right. So nobody here can use Google to find out
No
what
one's
$1
bothered
in
to
1949 was worth.
That's all we want
today.
to know.
Like a $1949 in the U.S. is worth how many U.S. dollars today? I've got
Yes.
one Google thing that I just want to do.
We'll just use that then.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right.
So, will we do that first or after?
No, we'll do it last.
Okay.
Because we're going to put some naysayers.
So-
1042, thank you. Charlene Prefontaine, you are an absolute rock star.
Right.
At the Charlene.
Oh, we thought it was $100. How did we do that
No,
wrong?
that's $1. $1
Yeah.
is worth 1042.
But we were thought it was like $200, but it's not. So $100.
That's about right.
Is 1,000.
Yeah,
Oh
so
yes,
just
that's
move
right.
the decimal point
Okay,
by that.
cool.
All right, so
And
somebody remember
scarf.
that. Ready?
Is that,
1042.
it's not, and isn't it a beautiful scarf?
It's a
Anya
beautiful
gave
scarf.
that to 20. Oh, so I think I'm getting it.
Yeah, she's getting the
I've
theme.
got it.
All
So,
right. So guys,
first of all, our lesson.
all right, this is from today's success
Out of
story
This
that we shared to the
World.
221 email list. If you didn't get on that, go get on it.
And the last chapter
And the quote was very closely related to this.
happens to be no one to change but self.
By the way, Victoria opened this up like 20 seconds before the show, right?
and
We
we
were going to
didn't-
use today's lesson quote, but this one is so close to it. It's like, right, it's actually the one I
yeah,
was thinking.
so what was bizarre was 'cause today's email is all about no one to change but self.
That's right.
We got this yesterday. We haven't even had a chance to look at it other than to see that
Yeah.
Neville signed it.
Yeah,
and the
hopefully
last chapter happens to be
No one to change but self.
no one to change but self.
Richard Duffy, 1055. Actually, I'll concur with you, Richard. So, Charlene, I'm sorry.
And the quote is, last paragraph,
The last bit out of this entire book.
there is nothing to change but our concept of self. No feeling to change, but I am. There is nothing to change but our concept of self. As soon as we succeed in transforming self, our world will dissolve and reshape itself in harmony with that which our change affirms.
All right, guys. Thank you, Marie, as well. Queen. So
She's just rounded down.
see, all these people.
know you
So you're giving us exactly what we need. Ready?
Yes.
So here's the deal, guys.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So a long time ago, I was not the person to give things to. I just couldn't accept them. I was not capable of. Anybody like that?
Given
Right?
to.
I was also pretty broke too. It's like, you know, if somebody would say, "Oh, you look snazzy today," I'd say, "And so do you," right, or something like that. Versus just
kick it
going
back,
now, I go,
would ya?
"Thank you, I do."
I do.
Yeah, I do. I look really snazzy.
Did you
today.
notice this?
Yeah,
On this.
Yeah, look at that, right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Touch it. It's really nice. It's heavy.
So like the beautiful
Soft.
scarf.
That's right.
And the lovely pendant.
Right.
The magnificent coat.
The magnificent coat.
And wow, what's that on your head?
The Raymond Reddington hat. Right, and
so
the book.
you couldn't be given to.
Yeah,
and
back in the
book.
old days, I couldn't accept things, right? And I was broke and all that good stuff. But I changed my concept of self to, I get given shit all the time. I do. I'm serious. It's like if I go out, I mean, like I can't tell you how much stuff I get given constantly. And a lot of times it's good deals. Other times it's just, hey, we got extra stuff. Here, take one.
Yeah.
Right, here's some yummy bread. Here's right. I mean, like all the time.
Yep.
All the time. I go and I got bacon the other day. I got a $25 pack of bacon for $10.
Yeah.
Right?
From the pork guy.
Yeah, from the
or
pork
whoever
guy.
it
He
is.
loves me.
Goulburn Valley or something.
Right. So here's the thing, guys. When you change your concept of self, the entire world changes, because there are some people, they send me emails and they say, hey, everyone's out to get me. Everyone steals my shit. I mean, nobody likes me. They all talk bad about me. And I'm like, really? I mean, some people talk negatively about me, but I don't care, because people that are cool give me shit. Yasmin Maxwell gave me this coat.
She did.
Anya gave me this and
Anya
this.
gave you the beautiful scarf. Yes, and the jade pendant.
That's right. Victoria
Victoria
The
gave
hat.
him the hat.
our super secret agent
else are you
friend
wearing?
in what do we call it? Lancaster,
In the
Pennsylvania.
Lancaster.
Right?
Gave us the book.
Gave us that,
the Neville
right?
book.
Yeah, oddly enough, it was bought right down the road from where I lived when I worked at the Camp Hill prison. Like right down the road. It's like, oh yeah, cool, I know where that would be. So, wild, guys. Marie says, is change concept of self the same as Neville's repent? I don't know. When I hear repent, let's say they're closely related. The big thing is just change your concept of self. A little different than self-love, I would say, because whenever I see people talk about self-love and lack of self-love, it's that could be related. But like when I became a teacher, I was a black belt long before I was a black belt. I was a successful teacher long before I was a successful teacher. I was a BMW owner about 4 days before the damn thing shut up in my driveway, piece by piece, right? Falling out of the sky, right? But literally, when you change your concept of self, everyone and everything around you changes. To the point where, like, seriously, we've got a signed first edition book here. That is a treasure to me.
Yeah.
And it's also the result of imagining earlier this year. I imagine getting some cool shit. We got the transcript. It's worth probably about $10,000-$15,000 for
$300 or
for like
something.
$300.
I can't remember. It was
$400 US.
Yeah.
Right. That was given to us as a gift just the other day.
Yeah.
Now this yummy coat.
Yeah.
It's yummy, guys.
Yeah.
I just changed my concept of self. I made me okay to be given to. I made me easy to be given to. And it's just cool, right? Marie says, love how the book showed up, how it did.
I can't believe it. Like, we don't... You just tend to send the email where there's no thought. I mean, there is thought over it. You would peruse it and then send it.
Right.
But we didn't know that chapter was even happened to be in this book.
Oh, yeah.
It arrives in the mail yesterday. You send out today's email and it's suddenly like, oh, wow, there's the actual quote.
Yeah, it's too cool because,
Yeah.
like literally, and we didn't know it was in that book until minutes before the show.
Yeah.
Because Victoria's going to bring up the success story. Who was it? It was from Anne?
From Anne.
From Anne and Manifesting Mastery,
Yes.
which we were going to, hint about Manifesting Mastery course.com.
Yes.
Right? Like we always do.
Yes.
And just share her thing. By the way, we asked you guys a question.
The dollar. 'Cause
The dollar
that
question
was actually
thing,
one
right?
other thing. Yes.
So this is not a very big book, right?
No, it's
a cool
actually
book, but it's
very
a small book.
It's not many pages, really. Well, there you go. There's 47 pages.
So I'm told, among other things, that Neville had a publishing company, or he had formed a little publishing company. Neville If you listen to his lectures, he
Oh,
mentions...
Goddard Publications.
Yeah, Goddard Publications is what it was called.
In New York.
In New York, look at that. Yeah, look, it's even got an address there. I'll be damned.
Yeah, 145 West 55th Street in New York.
Oh my God!
So
now
whoever's
look at
in
all
New
that,
York,
right? So go there and knock on the door, see if they have an extra copy.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I want you to get how cool this is, because there are people out there that say Neville didn't charge, right? And it's like, right, if you listen to, we actually give away the actual lecture where Neville says what he charged, and if you do the numbers, he was making money more like Tony Robbins than he was like most people do. Right?
Yes.
But meanwhile, Neville had a little publishing company, and he sold books. And what was the price of this book in 1949,
so
Victoria?
this book, can you see
they
that?
Can't read that.
Oh, where's the camera? Is $2.50. Anyway.
$2.50. So
Yes.
if you do the math, so
That's
that book
about
would be
25
$25
bucks
for a tiny little book.
Yeah.
Right now, I guarantee if I put up a tiny little book, somebody say, "Oh, that must cost $2 to print." And yeah, he's making $23 per book, and that guy's a scoundrel because he takes people's hard-earned money. Right? Which brings us to, I remember when I believed that taking people's hard-earned money was wrong, and people work hard for their money, and I had this concept of self that it's good to work hard for money, and that you should respect people's hard-earned money and all that stuff, and I was broke. I was so concerned about, like, my concept of self had me worrying about other people's hard work and their money and their lack of money and all that stuff, versus, right, I'm easy to be given to. And I easily give, right? A couple hundred comments, emails, all that crap a day, this thing, the podcast, all that stuff. We don't charge for that. We just have a lot of fun. So, Victoria.
Yep.
Any examples from your life that you would like to share about changing the concept of self? Because that's a goodie, guys.
Changing my concept of self. Well, I don't know. Remind me of something maybe I've spoken to you about.
Oh my God.
So many things.
See, here's what's cool. Your concept of self, this can be a... Martinez says, what are $2.50 US when it changes your life? Yeah, exactly. Now, there's another thing. My concept of self says, I'll drop $100 on anything fast. Right? My concept of self has me value time. Because, and I'll get to Victoria in just a moment, because I'm busy right now.
Of course, there's actually quite a few things when I think about it.
I'm
just not totally alert on shows, because I'm thinking about you guys, what you type in.
That's right.
Yes, keep going.
Boom. So here's the thing, guys. Ready? Concept of self. Concept of self has everything to do with your typical day. Concept of self has everything to do with what you do with your time. So when I look at Victoria, I can remember before she adopted the concept of self as a yogini.
I was just going to say that. Because I was going to, that's when I said there's quite a few actually.
Bingo.
And I remember when I first started going, I just felt like the fat blimp at the back of the
classroom.
classroom.
The fat blimp.
Hiding.
Now, here's a self-concept. Ready? I'm the fat blimp in the back of the room. Hey, all you yoga people, I'm the fat blimp. I'm going to stay in the back of the room. Right?
And it hurts.
Now, something which she probably won't talk about much, but she takes a Sunday yoga class, which is really rocking, and the teacher often uses her as the demo.
Yep.
Right? Either because she's doing something right, or she's doing something close enough to right that she can get her in the position.
Correct me in it.
You get it?
Yeah.
Some people aren't correctable. Some people aren't. I'm serious. It's just one of those things, right? So, but we imagine lovingly for them, right?
Yeah.
But that's what's cool, guys. Concept of self. Yogini, gardener, effective gardener. She's done some shifts there, right? So there's struggling gardener. There's a concept of self. I'm a struggling gardener, right? I am a struggling businessman, right? We'll see how that all works out. Versus, right, I enjoy being given to. Like, seriously, I wake up, a bunch of sales, cool. I send out some emails, I answer emails, questions, all that stuff. My concept of self is I give easily and I'm given to easily. Get it? And of course, I've got BMW owner, loving puppy dad, loving husband.
Yeah.
Without fingernail polish.
Yes.
Today. So.
Cool. All right.
Vic and Victoria.
Yes.
And just as a side note, I've noticed you've become much more easier to be given to, too.
I thought you were going to say to live with.
To live with. That's... Well, see, there's something worth noticing.
Funny, the stuff that rattles around in the head. Right.
Because it's really fun to watch. Notice, if you're having problems with prosperity, notice how easily you allow yourself to be given to. Hey, here's a burrito. Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I say. Thanks.
Yeah.
Some people go, oh, thanks. Do you want half? Right? Oh, thanks. Hey, let me buy you a $20 something or another, or a new tire for your car. And then you walk away going, fuck, man, that guy gave me a burrito. It was half eaten, and I bought a tire for his car. Right? You get it?
Yeah.
So there's the thing, guys. Right? Just notice, what is your concept of self? And by the way, I had all sorts of concepts of self that held me back. Their identities. So as men, this showed up in the groups when I run with this, because Lisette was asking something about this. If you just have one concept of self, for example, my grandpa, lovely guy, hard worker, right, worked for 30, 40 years in the steel mill. He retired. Read his Zane Grey novels, and he died. He had nothing left to do, no purpose, no concept of self to keep him alive. Right? There's the thing, guys. Yeah, how many concepts of self can you have? I'd suggest manifesting to the max. I'd mention 3. Right? Loving husband, loving teacher, loving puppy dad are 3 that I bounce around through every day. Right? And of course, there's more. But allow yourself to have a couple concepts of self that really give to you and allow you to give to the world in a way that helps you out.
Cool.
So.
Now, I just saw Angela Teresa, you snuck in the door. Yes, I'm glad you love the green thing, the jade thing. You've missed most of the show. You'll have to watch the refund. But I've got a job for you to do, because you will have
she's in New York.
You're in New York.
All right, so we need you to walk to an address and knock on the door.
We do, and find out who's there now, because
right.
Maybe you missed. We got given this fantastic first edition book of Neville's Out of This World. And it was published
by Goddard Publications.
By Goddard Publications.
Now, just freeze the show right there and flip it around and look at that in a mirror and go to that address.
So it actually says 145 West 55th Street. So can you please go there tomorrow?
Knock on the door, right? See if they have any extra copies.
Say, look, I'm really into Neville. Have you got a spare copy of this?
That's right.
Cool.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Boom.
Yeah.
So.
It's a lovely book.
It's all about identity, guys. There's the big thing. It's all about identity.
Yeah.
So, Victoria.
Okay.
She got an awesome dupa.
Do the knocking thing, says Leanne Miles. Go, go, go.
Go, 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 go. Boom.
You know where Abdullah lived? Go there too. Cool, Jake. Yes, send her the address.
Yeah, hook her up, Jake. Let's go. Boom. Maybe you can find some empty bottles.
Empty bottle. Yes. Yes.
I say
drank
bottles.
A lot.
I say bottles.
Maybe there's be some full ones hanging around that he
that
hadn't got
cool?
into yet.
Yeah, probably not for ad. Down they go. Boom.
Cool.
Leanne says, love this show, love catching it live. Cool. Normally we're on our Aussie morning. Yeah, different things. Charlene says it's an apartment building. Dude, you're awesome. Go, 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 go.
Did you Google it?
No. She's probably there right now.
Oh.
Take a photo. Do a Facebook Live from there.
We could. I was just realised, of course, you could do that satellite, Google satellite or whatever it is, and actually see. Yeah.
The Google no privacy thing. I love that.
Send you the address.
All right, we did.
145. So 145 West. So north, south, West. 55. I'm not going to do all of those. 55th Street, New York.
New York.
That's it.
Right.
I think your postcode's probably a little bit different.
Yeah, that'll be different now.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, we want to know something.
For Abdullah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so that's it. So, yes, what we want to know...
Victoria.
Yes, I know I touched your bottom.
I just love you.
Oh, I love you too, Bubs.
She's going to kiss me later.
And the show, we'll try and do it at 10 a.m. It will be an in-transit show tomorrow. So while we're driving down there, we might
we got to make our rezos.
Yeah, well, I can do that today.
Yeah, tonight.
That's fine.
Now. All right, we're going to make our reservations. We got to go.
Yeah, because we're going to the hot springs.
Hot springs.
Right, so en route to hot springs, we'll have our show, probably.
That's right.
But the thing I want to ask you right now is type in below.
Listen close,
What
gang.
did you learn? What did you learn about you? Actually, I can do it this way now.
Look at that.
And what was your best bit?
Look at her really nice nails.
I know.
All right.
Type that
below.
in.
Yeah.
Lovely nails.
Yeah, wherever you're watching it, on the YouTubes or whatever.
Yeah. We're still alive, yes. We're still alive.
We're still alive, Yazerman. Boom.
Meanwhile, go to freeneville.com.
Yep.
Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com. And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
Andrew asks, is nausea curable? All I can tell you is Nosmo can be king. Nosmo king. Nosmo
Is nausea
king.
curable?
Yep, don't know, but Nosmo king. Nosmo
What are you
king.
talking about?
I'm talking to Andrew Maxwell. Nosmo king.
Sorry, Hannah. Oh, Hans, we've just finished.
Oh, hands, we just finished.
You'll have to watch the refund.
Yep. Anybody know about Nosmo king? Nosmo king.
See ya.
Things from my world. Yeah, you got to imagine, guys. Like, I live in a faraway land from where I grew up, and like often I'll talk about things that no one here understands, right? But Nosmo King, Richard.
What, there's someone in
Nosmo King.
Pennsylvania that knows.
Well, there's somebody knows. Absolutely. Angela Teresa probably knows all about Nosmo King. Nosmo King.